So you remember how, as millennials, we would always joke about waking up in the mornings and our forehead is running with oil because our mother, our grandmother, was up early in the morning praying and covering us in prayer. And I'm here thinking, if our life now as millennials is so greatly benefited from the prayers that our parents prayed and our grandparents prayed, right? We would not be where we are today without those prayers, without them praying and making the sacrifice to get up in the morning and cover us. I'm thinking and I'm wondering and I'm a bit concerned. Are we still passing that on for the next generation? So if we're not praying as millennials over our children and children to come, then what's going to become of that generation and our grandchildren? Because the blessing has been grandma prayed, mama prayed, you know, dads and grandfathers prayed too. And we got up in the morning with oil running down our foreheads with the early morning prayers that they prayed. And our life has been blessed by that. Are we still continuing and passing that on to our children and to our grandchildren so they can one day thank us and say, thank you, mama, thank you, daddy, for making the time to pray and covering me and your grandchildren? Will our children say of us, thank you for the early mornings you got up and prayed, for the time that you sacrificed and prayed and covered this family? And I'm like, dang, if I'm looking at my mother and my grandparents and how they prayed, I'm like, we're kind of in trouble a little bit now, And so I'm just thinking and I'm saying, we got to pray. We cannot let that pattern stop from continuing in our family. Grandma prayed, mama prayed. Now it's my turn to pray and cover the family. We got to pray. And I just hope and pray that that never stops being something that's passed on to every generation, that there's someone standing in the gap to cover the next generation, to cover the family, and so that in each generation we can say, thank you, mama, thank you, grandma, thank you, dad, thank you, grandpa, for just being a person that God can depend on, and we can say thank you to for your obedience in prayer. We just got to pray. Somebody got to pray, or it ain't going to be good.